completely totaled my car.
He was just driving so fast.
I don't want to be the one to go to your parents' front door and deliver the message that I hate delivering the most.
Road crashes are the biggest cause of disability and deaths among young people. This is because young drivers are more likely to take a number of the deadliest risks on our roads, including speeding, overtaking blind, driving on drugs, and not belting up. James Cooper was 19 years old when he was involved in a road collision.
To cut a long story short, I was just sort of driving it far too quickly down a little country road. I remember overtaking this car. It was an incredibly windy kind of country lane, and I must have driven the same stretch of road hundreds and hundreds of times because I used to have to drive it to get to work and back every day. And all I really remember about up until when I lost control of it is I clipped an embankment, and I just remember like really, really vividly my car just flipping up into the air. And I remember thinking, because although it's incredibly quick, at the time it really seems like it's sort of taken an awfully long amount of time. And I just remember seeing the car in the air and seeing the ground and the car being upside down and thinking the car hit the floor, windscreen first, and it rolled, and every time it rolled the windscreen got closer to my face, and I thought to myself, if the car rolls one more time now, that's it.
Young people quickly pick up the physical skills of driving and, as a result, feel they have mastered it. This means young drivers may drive unsafely, but think they are actually in control. It's proven that 1 in 5 new drivers has a crash within 6 months of passing their test. Road deaths by males are 73% of all road fatalities. Young male drivers aged 17 to 20 are 7 times more at risk than all male drivers. However, not all young drivers are reckless and unsafe. We talked to Lucine Sandford, who was 18 years old at the time of her accident, and after an ongoing battle with insurance claims, won her court case.
When I was about 18 years old, I was involved in a car accident. I'd just finished a shift at a restaurant that I worked in Weybridge, and one of my younger sisters asked me to pick her up from the cinema. It was about 11 at night, so it was quite dark, it'd just been raining. It was absolutely normal. As we entered the roundabout, I was going really slowly. I remember being just under about 10 miles an hour. I had a Peugeot 106, which wouldn't really move very fast with 5 people in the car anyway. I was halfway across the roundabout, going straight on. Everything went in slow motion. I remember seeing the time on the clock, which was like 11:25. I remember what song was playing in my car. I remember Tallulah sitting next to me. I just remember seeing her face. And then the back of the Land Rover that hit me spun round to the side and hit us in the side as well. So it kind of forced us all over the place. So look, eventually we did stop, and it was kind of like it all happened really fast. Everyone jumped out of the car. There was a lot of screaming, and as it was at a pub as well, there were so many people outside in the road. Everyone was watching. I initially got all the girls out of the car, got them to sit on the side, and I tried to help this woman out of the car. She turned out to be a bit mean. Even though it was her fault, she was very rude, she was quite scary. I remember she was very intimidating towards me, considering I was quite young. It was all a bit of a blur after that. The police arrived, there was ambulances, they took care of my sister. One of the worst things for me was sitting in that police car and seeing the parents of all the girls who were in my car when they arrived. It was one of the hardest things for me to see. This is actually really sad.